Hello and welcome. Now, if you are confused about what foundations to use and don't know how to get an even, smooth finish to your foundation, then stay tuned for my few tips that I'm going to share with you. Hello, my name is Adèle. From Her Smile, I help women step into their confidence using the tools fitness, beauty, and styling. For more information, please go to hersmile.com.au. Now, I always say, no makeup is better than bad makeup. But I also say is if you're leaving the house, please will you put some foundation on, because foundation will give you the confidence you need, because it is a cover up. It's going to make your skin look more even toned, and that means that the colors are all the same. Now, this video is not about 25 products you're going to need or the 17 tools. We're going to keep it very simple. And it is just about how to apply your foundation. It's not about contouring or concealing. It's just about, let's get some foundation on. We are in a hurry to get out the door. The actual things you're going to need. I use a magnifying mirror because my eyesight is diminishing. Happens when you're over 60. So I've got the normal mirror, the normal image. Then I've got two magnifiers. The one's a magnifier and then a really intense magnifier. And I believe that most people need that, because what you'll find is that because your skin is uneven, you're going to have deeper pores, and those deep pores are the ones that aren't going to get the products in them, and that's the reason why your skin doesn't look even toned or the foundation doesn't look smooth, is for that very reason. As I go out as a makeup artist and I arrive with a new client, there are two things I'm guaranteed to discover. The first one is that I'm going to find superfluous hair, so too much hair on the face. And the second one, actual skin itself, is going to be uneven, textured. And the reason for that is that you are using a poor quality skincare product. And then the next thing is the hair, the way to remove the hair. I've done videos in the past on it. I'll be doing videos in the future, so just look out for them. This video is not about that now. We're just talking about the actual foundation. And you're going to now choose your foundation. Which one are you going to choose? And the one I always recommend, especially as we mature, so from 30 plus, you want to be using a foundation with hyaluronic acid in it. And the reason for that is that the hyaluronic acid actually pulls the water into the skin. And as we age, we dry up. Our skins dry up, our bodies dry up. And so we need to be drinking more water, and then you need to be applying a product that's going to pull water into the skin. So that's the first thing. And also before that, talking about skincare, you need to have applied your moisturizer. So please cleanse, tone, and moisturize. Now that your skin's all beautiful and moisturized and ready, then you're going to start with your foundation. You're going to, and this is now what I wanted to share with you, was the one thing you should all be doing now. And what is that? Using your fingertips. So all over the internet, all the instruction that you get is you need this brush and that brush. Ladies, you were born with the perfect tools. That's your fingertips. Use them. Wow. Okay. So you apply the product to your fingers. Why? Because the fingertips are warm, and they're going to warm up the product to allow it to be soft enough to sink into your skin. Okay, so that's the reason why we use our fingertips, and then we just get it on, all right? So the main thing, the starting point, is just get the product on. And as I go around, my eyes always go in, sweeping in, and you go over the eyelids, and you go up. Now what you do is you make sure that you are working down into your neck. All right, and under the chin. Okay, so you want to be working down into the neck, and even if you can, onto your chest, which I'll discuss with you now. All right, so we just want to get the initial foundation on. And then what you want to be doing, ladies, is getting it up into the hairline. So you don't want there to be a line because you were too scared to go in the hairline. You must get into the hairline, okay? And now I'm going to share with you another very, very important tip which you probably haven't thought of, okay? And that is your ears. You put foundation on your face and your neck and whatever, but then your ears are the wrong color, okay? So if your ears are exposed by your hairstyle, by your choice of hairstyle, then you need to be putting foundation on them as well, okay? Yep, we live and learn. I know. Now that you've got the initial foundation on and you've worked down into your neck and you've worked up into your hairline, we then need to talk about what color to choose. Now, please listen very carefully because this is really important. And that is, you need to be choosing in summer, when that's why I've deliberately worn my top this way, is in summer, we are, because it's hot, we're inclined to have our shoulders and our neck exposed more than we are in winter. So if you've got a white face or a dark face and the rest of your body is light or dark, then it's going to look odd. And you want to look human, you want to look normal, you want to look natural, okay? So this is why you may need 2 foundations. You may need one for summer and one for winter. Because in winter, you don't want to be walking around with the skin darker than your normal complexion because it's going to look odd. But in summer, you don't want to have a white skin and then dark body. So you generally go for the color of your shoulders and the darkest color in your neck. That's the color for summer. In winter, you're going to choose, you're going to be covered up, all right? So you're going to go for a lighter color. You're going to go for the color of your complexion in winter so that you are looking natural again. And ladies, we're not going to apply makeup that's going to make you look like a plastic doll. We want you to be looking vulnerable. We want you to look human. We want to see blood vessels. We want to see that you are real, okay? So don't go and apply hours and hours. We haven't got hours to do this. We're just going down to the shops, okay? Remember? So we just want to get the foundation on so that we look and feel beautiful, more natural, and more covered. And that was why now we start bringing in a few instruments to get into the nooks and crannies. So then I put some product on my finger. You can put it wherever you like. You can put it on the back of your hand. You can put it on the palm of your hand. You can put it on your wrist, wherever you like to work. Again, I like my fingertips because they are warm. All right. And this is where I take the mirror and I now get in under the eye. Okay, and I go right up to the bottom lashes, okay? And then I actually do that on the top lashes. I get right down to the lashes. Okay, so you get down like that. Then you want to get into the corner of the eye, okay? So we're getting into the corner of the eye. And then we want to be getting in, then we're going to be working out, sorry, I've just got a bit of mascara there. And then you're going to be taking more. And you're going to be going into the nose. All right. So your nose, a corner of the nose, we want to be doing that. All right. Going into the nose, anywhere there's redness. And also mainly because your fingertips can't get in there. So you want to be going into the corner of the nose. You want to go right, all the odd places. That's where, and please do this. It's really important that you do. Just take a little bit of time, okay? And then again, as I said, you go under the eye. So we're going under the eye, like that. We're going to the eyelid, the eyelashes. So we're on the eyelid, going down to the eyelashes, because we can carry a lot of redness here, okay? And then we're getting into the corner of the eye there. You might have redness on the outside of the eye like that. You look at your face. Where it's red, that's where you're going to put it. Wherever you feel you need it, wherever there's nooks and crannies that you can't normally get into, that's where you're going to go. Then you're going to, with any excess, you're just going to pat it back on and pat, always patting around the eyes. Now, a little hidden secret is you can take a bit of moisturizer and put it on with your foundation, rub it, and then pat it here, just so that it looks more moisture. Because when you look hydrated, it also hides the wrinkles, and that's what we're trying to do. So we're wanting to be patting and keeping this eye area moisturized. You can do a bit of stroking there, but generally it's patting and then getting up into the hairline and getting down into the neck and all the way around. And put it on your lips as well. Want everything to feel moisturized. So now what we do is we then go with a foundation brush. Now, the reason why we use the brush, whichever one you choose, and that is because we want to get into those pores, and this is where you need your magnifying mirror. You get your magnifying mirror, and I can actually see that I've got pores, that the pore, around the pore, on the top of the skin, there's foundation, but the pores are a little bit red on the inside, and so I need to be getting product into that area. So again, you can be on the back of your hand, front of your hand, palm of your hand, whatever. You want to just pick up the product Pat, 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 pat. Now we start the patting. We're wanting to spike. You want a spiky brush, you can have either of those. I just find that this one uses a lot of product, so it's a waste of product, okay? And so I use something like that, a spiky brush, and then you then start to pat. And you pat on your nose, and you pat. Okay, now, and you'll see it starts to make it nice and moist as well. Getting into those nooks and crannies again, okay? Going up, going round, getting into the hairline. But basically this area is for those areas where you've got the pores, and we want to get into the pores. And again, what I'm finding here is just looking, my brush didn't go into the corners of the nose, so that's what I do. Then go, And I seem to carry a lot of redness on my chin, so it always needs a little bit more than that initial application. But again, what I'm saying to you is don't make yourself too opaque. You want to be translucent. When you are translucent, you look human, you look alive, and people can relate to you. I once was meeting someone and they knew that I did what I did, and so they obviously spent an enormous amount of time doing their makeup before they saw me, obviously because they felt that they needed to impress me. But the problem was I couldn't take my eyes off her because she didn't look human, okay? She looked completely opaque, all the makeup. You couldn't see her humanness, her vulnerability underneath, and people relate more to you when you look human. So be careful, don't overdo it, okay? And any excess you can just get into the jawline, and again, this is the perfect instrument for the ears. So tickle it, and you get in, get around the outside of the ear, get into the ears, and obviously you make sure you haven't got your earrings on like I have, but I haven't taken my earrings off for years, okay? So there we go, getting into the ears, and then again, now this is where you go back and you look at your magnifying mirror and, perfection. So I hope that this has cleared up some confusion as to which products to use, how much time to spend on it, and how that you can actually look more hydrated and youthful. And so it's about getting the moisturizer on. It's about using a foundation that is full of moisture. It's about drinking water, and it's about applying the products in the certain ways, the techniques that I've shown you. Now, I have a fantastic makeup tutorial that I do, and if you are interested in some personal attention that is specifically for your face, because as we age and mature, our faces change and we become very confused because all the tutorials online are very confusing. They're not specific to you. If you're looking for some advice and some tutoring, then please go to our website. I'll leave the link above. I'll actually leave the links to book in for a personal one-on-one, which we can do via Zoom or in the salon if you are here in Canberra. But I've done plenty online via Zoom, and it's brilliant. It's so clever. And we have also on the 16th of March, we have our Her Smile afternoon tea and makeup tutorial, where we have a group of ladies coming in, and it's so lovely to be with like-minded women. And there I'll leave the link for that as well. If you are in Canberra or coming to Canberra, 16th of March, you can book in for the makeup afternoon tea with Her Smile, which is me, where I customize everything for your specific face and your needs, and you bring your products in so I can show you how to use them. Okay, so I'll leave all the links that you need, and while you're on our website, please have a look at our past clients and their amazing stories that they have to tell of their transformations through our incredible products in fitness, beauty, and styling, which you can do in the comfort of your own home because all online. No excuses. Otherwise, thank you for joining me. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. If you're in the Facebook group, please like us, please comment, please give us feedback. We just need to know that we're not talking to a brick wall. Thank you, and have a lovely rest of your day.